Hi, friends. It's 10 days, and let me tell you, it's been a roller coaster. So, we're here on day 10. If you haven't been with us from the beginning, just go and listen to from day 1. Actually, it starts in day 0. Okay, just go and listen and then act. By acting, I mean look at the link in the description and then download the copy for the workbook and get working, okay? All right, so for those who don't know me, hi, my name is Betty. I'm a home carepreneur and I'm also a home care consultant. I am here to make life easy for startups and solopreneurs, okay? So if you're a startup or a solopreneur and you're struggling with your day-to-day running of the office because you're doing it by yourself, I have done it. I've been there and I know what you're going through. So I am here to help you with the little things that I have learned along the way that have made my life easy at the beginning of my journey. And this has been amazing. I've been in this journey for the home care field since 2019 as an entrepreneur. But before that, I had been in the healthcare field for about 15 years. So it's been a long journey of learning how to be an entrepreneur, but you just have to learn one day at a time. We do not come knowing everything, but we come knowing something, right? So whatever you know, don't push yourself back and say, I don't know anything. What you can do with what you know is a lot. So just take one day at a time, take a deep breath and just start your moves, okay? So the move we had for these 15 days was to make sure that we have content for January, February, and March. Being a startup or a solopreneur, you know it takes so much time to do your marketing, to go there and network. So instead of staying on the computer trying to do social media things all the time, then you can do it now. Or, when you do it now, you do it yourself, it reduces your expenses too. However, if you choose not to do it now, then you can hire someone to do it for you. You can hire a virtual assistant to do it for you, to do all the social media work for you. There's so many out there. However, if you need a healthcare online business manager who knows what they're doing, who has been there and understands the industry very well, you're welcome to let me know, send me an email, and we can go from there. Okay? Thank you so much for my family in the Zoom. You guys rock. Thank you for supporting me throughout this time and also encouraging me even as we are here and also as we are on YouTube. So you notice that if you're in Zoom, I get to see your questions easily, and sometimes I might not answer during the live, but I'll answer you directly. If you're in YouTube, I will answer you as soon as I see them. If you have any questions and I see them, I will answer. Okay, I'm done with housekeeping. It's day 10. Yesterday was a very interesting day for me because there were some things I needed to change. And I did change, and that exercise for day 9 was fantastic. I loved it. So I'm calling day 9 yesterday because it could be day 1 for someone. Today can be day 5 for someone else. And for those who have been following like every day, we're in day 10. So you understand when I say yesterday, I probably mean day 9, right? Okay, so day 10 says visual creation. So visual creation here, there's so many things out there that you can use for visual, but I recommend Canva, especially if you're just starting off. I recommend Canva. On YouTube, there's also so many tutorials for Canva. If you don't know how to use Canva, you're welcome to learn. If you'd like to learn directly from me, again, send me a message. We can work this together, okay? Then again, if you feel like this is a burden, you don't want to do this workbook, you just like, let me just have someone do it for me, send me a message and we can have a conversation, okay? We can have a call and see how to get you sorted out. So day 10 is very action oriented too. Remember, day 10 is creation, the visual, what we see. So create 5 to 6 reusable templates. That's why I said Canva. Go to Canva, Go and review the templates that are there for reels. Go review for quotes. Go review for posts. Review what is there on Canva. See what you like. And then create a folder. You should be able to create a folder for your things, okay? Create a folder for them and select what you want, okay? Select what you want for the 5 to 6 reusable templates. Then the second thing is use brand colors and logo. Now, if you know your brand color and logo, you are, just plug it in there. Like there's a place for brand colors, right? Just go and plug it in so that it's easy for you. You're not having to look for codes all the time. If you don't know your brand colors, go to Google and Google hex code, for the colors, the hex codes. Then review the colors and see which hex codes works best for you. Remember, you're in healthcare industry. Some colors may work, some colors may not work. You don't want, there's some screaming color that might not really work so well. So look for colors that you can blend in, that even if you have a very bright color, there's another color that is blending in to make it mellow, okay? But you can always find this information in Google. You don't need to pay anyone to find hex codes for colors. Copy those hex codes and then paste them in Canva. Then Canva will give you that template for the brand colors, okay? Canva will give you that template. But if you don't know the hex code, you might take a long time, right? So shortcut, go to Google and find that. Don't pay anyone to find hex codes, okay? Then go to Canva, paste what you copied, those numbers that you copied from Google, and then save them and move on from there, okay? So then keep designs clean and readable. Don't put too much in one thing, that you're confusing people or people lose interest because there's too much to read, okay? The information that we need is going to be clean and readable. So find templates that are clean, that you can be able to paste what you need to paste. Some posts that we created this week will go as stories. Really, you don't need a template for that. I don't know, but you don't need a template for that. But some things we did create are like reels. We created reels. You created maybe short quotes or short posts, those ones you can actually just have them in Canva, ready to go. Reusable ones, so you're not thinking. If you want to do more than 6, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to do 10, that's okay. I mean, that's really awesome actually, because you'll have a lot of variety, okay? And then set them up with your brand colors so that it's just plug and go, okay? As we go. Then avoid clutter. So always avoid clutter, just keep it clean and keep it readable, okay? So I know yesterday's work was a lot because you had to go through, yesterday is day 9. The work was a lot and you had to go through, 90 posts, okay? So when you're going through your 90 posts also, consider what you are going to be using on Canva, because that will really determine the way you bring out your content, okay? So make sure you do those 2 exercises. And then when you do those 2 exercises, then you should be good to go. If you're following us and, if you've been following us since day 0 to date, you realize that today is the 24th. And I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And I want to wish you a good time to take a break after you finish day 10 activity. So if you're listening to me right now, start your day 10 activity so that you can be able to move on to other things in the day. Be safe, travel safe. And I look forward to seeing you on day 11. We're going to skip tomorrow. Okay, I don't expect you to be creating posts tomorrow unless you want to, but I really don't want you to. You should be enjoying time with your family. And then we shall see you again on day 11, which will be the day after the holiday. And then we can continue from there. I look forward to seeing you all, my people in Zoom and also my people in Facebook. No, I'm not doing on Facebook. I'm on YouTube, right? So for this challenge, I decided to do Zoom for my cohort and to also do YouTube for my new friends who are coming to follow me and to watch me. So to anyone that is watching me, you are my new friend. So subscribe and hit the button and let's get going. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.